Before we get started with this video, just a quick disclaimer. This video contains spoilers for Ant-Man and the Wasp and Avengers Infinity War. I appreciate you guys wanting to support us. Thanks. But, if you guys don't want to get spoiled, I highly recommend watching at least Avengers Infinity War and maybe the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp before coming and watching this video. Thanks. Bye. What's going on, guys? It's Josh, and welcome to a brand new series for the channel. This series is called Let's Talk About. This is a series where you and I we just have a conversation, you know? We just talk about not random topics, maybe some topics you guys can suggest, but topics we just want to talk about, you know? Just let out our thoughts and feelings and stuff. Today, as you can tell in the title, we're talking about Avengers Endgame. Before we start talking about Avengers Endgame, let's just recap what we already know so far. So in Infinity War, as we all know, the Avengers went up against Thanos. There were many battles that took place in Wakanda and battles on Titan. As you can tell, I'm not really gonna go through the entire movie because it's a 2-hour movie and I really don't want to summarize it from scene to scene. I very like I said in the disclaimer before this video started, I highly recommend you watch Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man and the Wasp, as they're both pretty good movies. Anyways, after the battle on Titan was unsuccessful, Doctor Strange gave Thanos the Time Stone and explained to Tony that there was no other way. This could be taken as Doctor Strange giving Thanos the Time Stone would lead to the path where the Avengers win. I don't really know. Anyways, as many of you can tell, by the end of Avengers Infinity War, Thanos gets all 6 Infinity Stones and snaps his fingers. I don't know if you can hear that, but that was me snapping. Anyways, half of all life is dusted, and the event is officially called the Decimation. So by the end of Avengers Infinity War, Tony and Nebula are stranded on Titan. Thor, Rocket Raccoon, Captain America, Black Widow, James Rhodes or War Machine, Bruce Banner, and Okoye are all left on Wakanda. Those killed were Loki and Heimdall, which were killed during the first 5 minutes of the movie. Gamora sacrificed for Thanos to gain the Soul Stone, and Vision, where I'm pretty sure we all saw this coming because the Mind Stone is in his head. The heroes we lost because of the decimation was Black Panther, Spider-Man, very depressing scene, Doctor Strange, Bucky Barnes, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, all the Guardians except Rocket Raccoon, Nick Fury, and Maria Hill, and in the post-credit scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Pym family. So Janet Van Dyne, Hope. Oh no, it's the Van Dyne family. Hank Pym. Would you say I don't really know how to say her name. Would it be Hope? No, it's Hope Van Dyne. All right, cool. And I didn't really write it down in my notes, but Ant-Man is currently stuck in the quantum realm. But yeah, Avengers Infinity War was a depressing movie. I loved it so much, though. It was such a good movie. Maybe in another Let's Talk About episode, we'll talk about Avengers Infinity War. Why it's such a good movie. Anyways, what we know about Endgame so far, Captain Marvel is supposed to appear, as according to the post-credit scene in Avengers Infinity War. Nick Fury calls, kind of pages Captain Marvel. Hawkeye is back, Clint Barton is back, but he is not going Hawkeye, he is now Ronin. Many people have speculated he is Ronin because maybe he saw his family got decimated right in front of him, and come on, that's really traumatizing. A lot of the Avengers are very depressed. In the trailer full trailer we got back in December, there was many scenes showing there was a scene of Cap crying. There was Thor just looking really down. It was a very somber mood. And then in the Super Bowl trailer, we saw Cap. I'm going to assume at grief counseling. Thanks to the Super Bowl trailer, we saw that Rocket Raccoon was on some random island. I think that's maybe looking for Thor, as maybe near the beginning of the movie, Thor goes to look for the remaining Asgardians as they've come to settle on Earth. Ant-Man, at the end of the first trailer, Ant-Man was like outside of the Avengers facility. It confuses a ton of people because, like I said previously, in the post-credit scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp, he was stuck in the quantum realm because the Van Dyne family was dusted and therefore could not get him out. However, at the end of the December trailer, we saw him standing outside the Avengers facility with Luis's van, which had a mini quantum realm generator in it. What else? Cap has a plan apparently, according to the trailer. Very cool. And in the Super Bowl trailer, we can see various spaces. For example, when I'm actually gonna have screenshots of both of these scenes on screen right now. There's a scene where I think Rhodey, Black Widow, Cap, and maybe Bruce Banner are outside of Avengers facility looking up, and there's this big space. And then when the Avengers are walking through the Avengers facility, there's this big space towards the back of the line. What else do I have here? Apparently, according to some of the cast talking about this movie, there's a lot of dialogue relating to the quantum realm. So the quantum realm is supposedly such a big thing in this movie. From the first trailer we saw, speaking of Thanos, the gauntlet is still damaged because, as we remember from at the end of Avengers Infinity War, harnessing all 6 stones did a big toll on both the gauntlet itself and Thanos' arm. So it seems that it still hasn't been fixed, maybe. And it also seems to be fused to Thanos' hand. It would make sense as, like, you know, maybe the gauntlet quote-unquote melted. I don't really know. I'm saying quote-unquote because maybe it didn't melt. Maybe it was like... Maybe it was... I really don't know. Maybe the force was just so massive that, like, it just fused the gauntlet to his hand. And there's also... In my notes, I have time skip question mark because it hasn't really been confirmed if there has been a time skip between the end of Avengers Infinity War to the beginning of Avengers Endgame. But it seems to be. A lot of people are saying because throughout these various trailers, Black Widow's hair has very varying lengths. Like, once it's really short and then it's really long. So I don't know. But I think one of the main things to support the time skip theory is that, like, when they show at the end of the December trailer, we see the front of the Avengers facility with Scott Lang and their Ant-Man. But, like, it seems to have overgrown, so maybe, you know, I don't know, some time has passed and, like, the facility hasn't been really taken care of, so, like, there's some overgrowth. But then again, this is Marvel Studios we're talking about. A ton of these scenes could be faked, could be made just for the trailer, like as we've seen with Avengers Infinity War, or with the end of the first trailer we saw our heroes with the Hulk running towards the camera in Wakanda. As we all know, the Hulk never really showed up in Avengers Infinity War after the first 5 minutes, after he was utterly beaten by Thanos. So yeah, what do I think about all this? Honestly, I really don't want to speculate that much because maybe some of my speculations could be true, and if they were true, I don't really want to spoil myself before watching Avengers Infinity and Endgame. Because Endgame is such an important movie to me because I'm a big Marvel fan. I grew up with Marvel, so like seeing this conclusion is such a big thing, and I really don't want to spoil that for myself. But anyway, some theories I have going around is a lot of people have been talking about how time travel is going to be used, and see the thing with time travel, this is just my opinion, but like the thing with time travel is if they go back in time and get the stones before Thanos can get to them, it'd just be like, I don't know, it's just like they're retconning like half of the things that have happened to the MCU. So like they'd be retconning Civil War, they'd be retconning Winter Soldier. I don't know, but unless like all these events have happened because I doubt Marvel's been planning this from the start, but no, who knows? Maybe Marvel has been. Marvel's been known to be hella smart when it comes to planning their shit out. Bless you, Kevin Feige. Anyways, I don't know. It'd be really cool if like a ton of the things that have happened in the MCU are all because of like, you know, future versions of the Avengers have gone back in time to get the Infinity Stones, and these negative things have happened because of it. So an example could be like I don't know, maybe Tony's parents' death back in Civil War. Maybe Tony has the ability to go back and stop them, but like as we all know, the Soul Stone demands you sacrifice someone you love to obtain it, showing you really, I don't know, you really desire it. So maybe, I don't know, this might be wrong. It could be a dumb theory too, but like hear me out. Maybe Tony goes back in time. The Avengers go back in time, maybe using the quantum realm, and he kind of he has the opportunity to stop Bucky from killing his parents, but like lets them, because he knows that like if he lets them die, then he can get the Soul Stone and undo the snap. I don't know. Saying it out loud, it sounds really dumb, but like, see, stuff like that, like maybe a ton of this stuff has happened for a reason, or like, you know, maybe because like many people have said, I've seen in many YouTube comments that like if you go to another what would it be, another dimension, another dimension of like the current MCU, and to get like the gauntlet wouldn't work outside of that dimension. So say if we went into like the Miles dimension where Spider-Man is dead and Miles Morales has taken up the mantle, and they took the Infinity Gauntlet from there and brought it back into our current dimension, it wouldn't work. So I don't think they'd be using dimensions, because that just confused the hell out of people. And I mean, the MCU has been kind of straightforward, so I don't really think Marvel wants to be like, hey, 10 years of straightforward, let's convolute it now. It's like, no. But like, then again, I don't know, because time travel could just because then if we time travel, then I mean, it'd be really cool to see the Avengers fight against more powerful Thanos back in the day. Maybe Thanos around the time of Avengers 1 or Guardians of the Galaxy, where he was just hella powerful. I don't know, but like it would negate the outcomes of Civil War and Infinity War, almost as if like those two never happened. So I don't really know, but like, see, also Captain Marvel coming. I've seen many people complain about how Captain Marvel is set out to be this hella powerful Avenger, or many people at Marvel have said that, like, I think Kevin Feige has even stated it too, but like, Captain Marvel is set to be the strongest Avenger, and a lot of people are like, oh, so she's just gonna come in and hand Thanos, I don't, how do you say it, kind of cream Thanos, and it's like, no, because I mean, did you see Thor in Thor Ragnarok, he was overpowered as hell, but like when he fought against Thanos, nope. So I've no doubt that the Russo brothers know what they're doing and how they're gonna handle Captain Marvel. Seeing more Hawkeye, it's amazing to see Hawkeye again. I love Hawkeye so much. I can't wait. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen my reactions and saw how happy I was to see him again. Seeing all the Avengers depressed is just really hurtful, you know, because like, especially those who have like grown up watching the MCU. I started back in Iron Man 3, but seeing them like, you know, throughout these movies, they've struggled a bit, but like, you know, they've always come out on top. So to see them all depressed in these trailers is just really hard. It's I don't know if many of you are like Walking Dead fans, but like it's very similar to kind of the interaction with Negan before for like 6 seasons previously, before the group's interaction with Negan. They've been like, you know, they've encountered these villains and they struggled, but like they still overcame them. And then Negan came along and just murdered two of their friends, and I'm not gonna say who, because if you guys haven't watched it, and well, I don't know, 701 is really good. You guys should watch it. Anyways, how's that going? Oh yeah, and then like Negan comes and just destroys them, has them under his oppressive thumb. So it's very similar to Avengers. I don't know. These are just my opinions, guys, and these could be some dumb comparisons. But anyways, what else do I want to say? Ant-Man escaping the quantum realm. That is gonna be interesting, because like, I don't really know how he's gonna do it. Maybe like he escapes in one of those time vortexes teased at the end during the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and he comes out in like the future or like the past and goes to the, but like, see, if he comes out in the past, it would make no sense, because too far in the past and the Avengers facility wouldn't be a thing, but too far in the future, it would just be like, wouldn't it be upkept unless like it's a future where the Avengers kind of lost and accepted their loss and was like, there's nothing we can do, let's retire. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how a ton of these characters show up. I'm sorry if I'm not really explaining my thoughts on this. It's just, like I said before, I don't really want to theorize, because maybe some of my theories might come true, and that would just lessen my surprise for Endgame. Because I mean, come on, let's be real. Did anybody see Red Skull returning in Avengers Infinity War? No. Anyways, is that all I wanted to say? Let me just check my notes. I'm not really gonna touch on the leaks, because see, all the toy leaks, the Russo brothers have come out and said like they find it funny. I think they find it funny. I don't know. I might be remembering it wrong, but like, so a lot of these toy leaks are the toys are made from like early concepts, so they might not be even in the movies. So I don't really want to believe those are actually true. Plus, those leaked sets from like a while ago, maybe they've been changed, because that was from like maybe a year ago. I don't know, but like, anyways, we don't really have too much longer to wait. We have little over 2 months. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Let's Talk About, and let's discuss in the comments what you guys think about what will happen in Avengers Endgame, and I will see you guys next time.